On this episode of the Greenway Outdoors, we are in Idaho in the dead of winter looking for an adventure. The temperature is below zero, the wind is howling, and the snow is deep. And I mean really deep. Yeah! The mission is to help Idaho Fish and Game with scientific research on the cutthroat trout that were stocked in the remote mountain lakes in southeast Idaho. But getting to those lakes this time of year is no easy task. Lucky for them, their research includes ice fishing, so I am game.
You are dinner, buddy.
Especially if it means fresh trout over the grill. So bundle up. It's gonna be a cold one. I'm Kyle Green. I travel the globe with my best friends hunting for wild game and dynamic conservation stories. Join us on our adventure as we escape the shackles of the modern world and gain a deeper understanding of where our food comes from. Welcome to the Greenway Outdoors.
I was in Idaho a couple years back with James and Brett, and I met them because they were working on a project that I was interested in, and it was removing rainbow trout because they were out competing with cutthroat trout in a river system here. But what I liked about these guys was how dedicated they were to the science and also fulfilling what people wanted. When they buy their fishing license, they fill out a survey and they do what those people actually want. And he told me about this project he was working on that had to do with ice fishing, which is obviously going to interest me. So we came all the way here to find out what's going on with cutthroat trout and how they're stocking these remote lakes. And right now we're pulling into home base.
My first stop is the Henry's Lake Fish Hatchery to meet with the Regional Fisheries Manager Brett High and Regional Communications Manager James Brower.
This is the Henry's Lake Spawn Shed. It's part of the second oldest hatchery in the state of Idaho, and this is where we get all of the Yellowstone cutthroat trout for our hatchery programs in the state.
So these fish are already here. It's January. Is this the time of year when they're supposed to be coming up?
So they're starting to get ready for spawning.
Okay.
We typically kick off the spawn around mid-February, Valentine's Day.
Okay.
So these fish are, they're just a little bit early.
There's some symbolism to that. You know, you've got the fish coming up for the sperm and the eggs on Valentine's Day, the love shack, make the next fry.
This is the love shack.
How do they know to come here though?
So these fish are most likely fish that were spawned here.
Okay.
So we take eggs and sperm from fish that come in from out of the lake. We spawn and combine them here, but then take them to a hatchery facility to rear them to about 3 inches or fingerling size. Once they're 3 inches, we bring them back to this spot, release them here in the creek. They go out to the lake, mature, and then come home.
Okay.
So they come back as mature fish that we can then again spawn and start the whole process over again.
How long does it take for them to become adults and come back?
So 3 to 5 years, these cutthroat mature and are ready to spawn.
Will they come multiple times or only once?
They will come multiple times. Yeah,
Okay.
They don't die like a Pacific salmon. As long as they're alive, they can spawn every year.
Cutthroat trout are instinctively hardwired to return to the waters where they emerged and reared years before to spawn. Now, because all these fish were released from the stream that flows through the shack, they have returned here to spawn themselves. The team here will collect the eggs and sperm from the fish and release them back into the lake, while their babies will grow up in this artificial stream.
So that spring water comes in, high oxygen, cold, temperatures great for trout. Inside the middle of the tray is this compartment that's surrounded by screen. So after we are done in the spawn shed and we combine 7 females' eggs with 7 males' sperm, fertilize them, let them water harden a little bit, then we bring them up here and we dump each family group into this tray. And you'll notice at the back of the tray there are these drain holes. So water comes in this part of the tray, it'll upwell through the eggs and then come out these channels and drop down to the next tray below.
So it's just creating a constant flow through. I guess that makes
flow all the way through, and then it goes down to this channel here that is diverted out back to the creek and out to the lake. The eyed egg stage, which is about day 29-30, we ship them over to our Mackey hatchery, where they actually hatch at Mackey hatchery, and we rear them there till they're about 3 inches long, and bring them back to the lake and stock them in September.
Then drop them in the fish ladder, they go out, they come back 4 years later, and here we are.
Exactly.
Got it.
There are a ton of reasons why this fish station is important, but one of my top reasons is efficiency. In 2022, they released almost 800,000 Yellowstone cutthroat trout into Henry's Lake. Now those fish come from eggs collected right here. The cutthroat trout is native to Idaho, and making sure reproduction numbers stay high protects the future of this fish. In addition, the other baby cutthroat trout raised right here are distributed across the cutthroat trout native range and used to stock mountain lakes that otherwise wouldn't have fish at all. Having those isolated populations across different bodies of water is a great preservation strategy. In case something terrible happens to one of the populations, we won't completely lose this native species.
This is such a great use of funds as far as like people buy their fishing license. This is the kind of work it does, and this is what creates fishing opportunities people don't even realize, you know?
Well, speaking of using funds, that's why we brought you guys out. This is an egg take, and one of the things we hear from our anglers is they really value mountain lakes in this area.
Okay.
It provides solitude and some great scenery, but mountain lakes are generally fishless unless you stock them. So where we have the opportunity to get cutthroat trout eggs here, we have the opportunity to make fishing better in mountain lakes and stock them.
Okay.
So
So there's new fish there now.
Yeah, exactly, and our anglers value that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at, see how our fish are doing in this lake, our parent population.
Okay.
And then go to a mountain lake where we've stocked fish and check to see how they're doing, make sure they're providing that benefit that our anglers hope for. But I got to warn you, it's going to be an adventure.
Really?
It may not be easy.
Okay, I'm in.
All right.
I'm in.
The Greenway Outdoors is brought to you by Ram Trucks, built to serve, and by Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Your adventure starts here. Tracker Boats, fish the finest. And by Eagle Fishing, tactical fishing gear for the savvy angler. Rife International, fish for the future. I am in Idaho, heading out onto Henry's Lake to ice fish with Brett High and James Brower of Idaho Fish and Game. We only have 2 snowmobiles today, so I have found myself getting pulled on the sled in style. We only have a few hours before dark, so Brett got to work on setting up the ice hut, and James and I went to drill the holes. We're pushing close to this open spring here in this open water because Brett was telling me that the fish, they don't do as much, and when they have an early ice like they did this year and there's not a ton of oxygen in the water, they slow down, they quit eating. So if we get closer to this open water, hopefully that oxygenated water will get these fish active in this area. But I mean, at the end of the day, you're not pounding cheeseburgers when you're out of breath, so I get where the fish are coming from.
I do get out of breath eating cheeseburgers though.
I'm a coney dog guy myself. I get out of breath eating coney dogs. Do you guys have coney dogs here?
We don't really have coney dogs. We have hot dogs, your normal big hot dogs, but I wouldn't say they're official by any means.
In Michigan, it's everywhere. Like we've got Detroit style conies, we've got Flint style. It's like our whole deal.
Yeah.
That's come right for you, James. Perfect size for a sample.
I want you to look at this though. Tell me, is that what you got going on?
No, I would put that mealworm straight on the shank. So it looks like it's a tube jig, but it's mealworm instead of, you dirty fish. That's called a hit and run.
You distracted him. Oh,
that was
he's still there.
That was the last favor I'm doing for you, James. See?
What is?
I told you it's the last favor I'm doing though, and I mean it.
His mom is proud. So a lot of times at Henry's Lake, you be ready to grab them because you get a 10-pound fish up here at the ice, and
are you kidding me?
They'll just bust the line. I think I got my drag a little too loose there. I know you like to hear it go, but there you go. Try that.
Where do you grab it?
I think I got you too, unfortunately.
No, it's just a big fish.
Yeah, it's...
So I like to see that the DNR people do stuff that we do. You're looking very normal right now. I like it. I like all this.
There's my hook. Hey!
That's a Yellowstone cutthroat trout. How about that?
Nice, James.
I hate to outfish you guys, but
Well,
Well,
I don't
technically, you didn't catch any fish today. Brett didn't.
Brett lassoed him. I hooked him in the mouth. Brett lassoed him.
You nailed
nice
it.
job, James.
All
There
right.
you go. Okay, we ready to put him back?
We're putting him back?
With a kiss. Nice.
Just so you know, I'm going to eat the ones I get. I'm just putting that out there.
We keep-
How many hundreds of years ago do you think people were catching cutthroat trout like this where we're sitting?
Yeah, I wonder if those guys ice fished back then. So before European settlement, how long have Native Americans been catching cutthroat here?
Right, that's what I'm interested in. I mean, is it
I don't know.
hundreds of years?
I bet longer than that.
Thousands?
Yeah.
That's cool. And it's like the same fish, you know?
Same fish. Pretty cool that we can still catch them here.
Thanks to you guys. And I mean that. It's actually true, which is pretty cool.
And it's really thanks to our sportsmen. I mean,
Back-
we
yeah.
can't do anything unless we have funding to
Right.
do this, and the funding all comes from our sportsmen.
People buy hunting and fishing licenses, and they buy hunting and fishing equipment, and that self-excise tax all goes towards that mission.
Exactly.
That's why it's so important for people to get out and do it.
We ended up only catching a couple more fish, all of which were smaller cutthroat trout. But we did see so many on the underwater camera. Unfortunately, they just simply had no interest in my bait. My favorite part about ice fishing is being able to look down and see the action, regardless of whether the fish are biting or not. And I've got to say, seeing such large numbers was certainly a good sign for the health of the Henry's Lake fishery.
The takeaway from today for me is that the size structure of Henry's Lake fish population is diverse and abundant. So fishing's good now when they're hungry, and it's going to be good in coming years with these smaller fish coming into the population.
Right.
So I think that's good things for Henry's Lake, and it's also good things for our remote lakes, because this is the source of the eggs and the fry that we'll stock out. So since we're going to have fish available again this year, it spells good things for our remote lakes as well.
The Greenway Outdoors is brought to you by Ram Trucks, built to serve, and by Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Your adventure starts here. Tracker Boats, fish the finest. And by Eagle Fishing, tactical fishing gear for the savvy angler. Rife International, fish for the future. Today, I'm joining the Idaho Fishing Game on a 35-mile snowmobile journey into the mountains to check on a remote lake that was stocked with fish from Henry's Lake spawn. Brett said this is the World Series of snowmobile rides, but this is my first time on a snowmobile in 15 years. So, here goes nothing. On this 5-hour journey, I got to learn one very important lesson. Do not stop, or even slow down when there's 6 foot of snow under you. One guy would get stuck, and then another guy would get stuck trying to pull him out, and walking from one snowmobile to another is basically impossible. Moral of the story, do not stop. When we finally arrived at the lake, it was much later than we had hoped for. We set up as quick as possible and got right to fishing.
Fish on. Yep, there it is. What a fight.
Nice.
Oh, wow. Yellowstone cutthroat. Got one.
This is the size cutthroat trout that we expected to see in this lake, based on when the fish were stocked and the amount of food available to them in this lake. This fish is a great sign. Brett caught one right after me.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I got it all. Yeah, I saw the whole thing. That's awesome.
Brett's fish was the same size as mine, and we had plenty more coming in and checking out our bait. This was a really good sign for the lake. In the 3 hours we got to fish, we documented 46 cutthroat trout on camera, all about the same size. This tells us the stocking efforts are working, and anglers are getting exactly what they asked for on their surveys. Now we have to pack up and begin the insane journey home.
It reminds me of Back to the Future when Doc comes back and he's, remember where we're going. There are no roads. And there isn't. We gotta go up that.
The following day, we had blizzard conditions, so we were unable to check out another remote lake. We decided to go back to Henry's Lake and fish in deeper water in order to target the really big cutthroat rainbow trout hybrid fish in the lake. Brett got hit right away.
Yeah.
He's been taking some drag.
He's fighting hard.
Yeah, he is. Probably gonna need some help to pull him.
I'm
through the hole.
I'm grabbing him full on. We're keeping this fish.
Yeah, because I don't think that line is gonna be able to hold his weight once we get him in the
If you
air.
can get him up a little higher for me.
Here he comes, here he comes. Yeah!
That's a hybrid, right?
That is a hybrid.
So it's got the pink line down the back, pink there, but still has the cutthroat up underneath there.
Has the slash. You see it has a little bit more spots on the belly side versus the back, and the spots are kind of oblong in shape and not round. This is probably your good eating size.
That's it. That is great. almost 2.5 pounds.
We fished until it was almost dark before I finally got hit myself.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
Get him up through the hole. Get him. Yes! Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Henry's Lake hybrid.
You know what? I'm going outside. I'm gonna get away from these holes and I wanna get a better look at them out here.
I don't blame you.
That is awesome. Well, it only took me 3 days to get a big one, but we did. I can't thank you guys enough, seriously, for coming out here, dealing with me, going on all these excursions and getting to look at all these fish. But this is a rainbow trout, cutthroat trout hybrid.
Well, thanks for coming out. Appreciate you helping us take a look at these fisheries, and yeah, glad we got one.
It's an honor, guys. Thank you. And I get to eat this.
The Greenway Outdoors is brought to you by Ram Trucks, built to serve, and by Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Your adventure starts here. LEM Game Processing Equipment, Wilderness Athlete, fuel for the rugged. Sea-Doo, live the Sea-Doo life. And by Rufus Teague.
No, people are always saying when they go bass fishing and they actually catch and eat bass, that the problem is in the warm months when the water's warmer, their meat's more mushy, it doesn't taste as good. But in the cold water, when you can keep them when the seasons allow into the winter, that the meat's a lot more firm, better flavor, better texture, and it's just an overall better fish.
I've never heard that.
You don't have enough experience, that's your problem. But with rainbow trout, I have to assume that was the coldest water ever, so I would have to assume that this is gonna be the best form of rainbow trout there ever was.
All right, nice and firm.
And with that, I went kind of classic. I wanted to really enjoy the actual flavor of the fish, so I'm doing my classic foil pouch with butter and lemon and garlic, and yeah, it makes it better. I enjoy it. But you were in charge of the side. Please don't tell me you let me down again.
I made a really nice cauliflower puree, like mashed potatoes, but better.
That comment, mashed potatoes but better, is why I'm glad you weren't on the trip.
Well, you know what? You just got yourself out of some cauliflower puree.
I don't want cauliflower puree. Why couldn't you just get potatoes?
And that's why I'm glad that you're not responsible for the sides. Let's start cooking.
Opening up my foil here. I left the skin on, and that kind of helps with the cooking. I'm just gonna place the fish right here, and I'm going to put my garlic over the top of it. And this is basil. Just gonna kind of spread that out on there. And then we're gonna do plenty of butter, and I don't feel bad about it at all. A lot of it cooks off. Don't let anyone tell you it's not good for you. It just makes fish absolutely great. And then of course you need lemon. Save a little bit out of your half lemon for the ending too, but that's really all you need to make an excellent fish. So we're gonna make a little pocket, fold it over, and take it over to the grill. I've got the grill just set at 400. Let this guy cook for about 10 or 12 minutes. Should be done.
Okay, it's done.
Yeah, the fish is done. It's kind of got that little fat peeking through on the meat.
Okay.
Might be slightly overdone, but not too bad. Just gonna be making a little base. A little bit more lemon and pepper. This is I worry about how this is gonna,
That's some big tongs for.
the tongs we had.
Get in there.
I'm gonna do this. You're gonna help me like a good friend,
You're holding
like a good buddy, and I'm gonna put that. Oh man.
It's a puzzle.
Oh man.
Just grab it.
Ow. It actually looks good. I'm
Wait,
pumped.
oh wait, give me like.
It's all.
Like the.
Yeah, now, profession. Oh, look at us. Like we know what we're doing. I'm actually pumped to eat it. Oh,
Smells good.
darn it. I got some of the white stuff on
can-
there. That cauliflower garbage.
You can smell the basil in there. That's.
That's a meal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Better than mashed potatoes.
Nope.
The fish is cooked perfect.
Fish is great.
Gives it like a fresh,
Basilin.
aromatic kind of deal. Good.
On this episode, we went on an adventure to the mountains to learn about and catch cutthroat trout. The information we gathered will further help Idaho Fish and Game make science-based decisions to protect the cutthroat trout and create a fruitful fishery for anglers. The book of Proverbs says that an understanding mind gains knowledge, and the ear of a wise man seeks it out. It's reassuring to know that the future of the cutthroat trout is in the hands of men and women like Brett and James who embody these principles.